Are you getting value out of my videos? For the price of a chocolate bar or a glass of wine per month, you could be my patron and get the bonus of great rewards as well as helping me out. Hi, I'm Kirstin Kelly, and today's lesson is going to be on counter canter. So to put it simply, it's like cantering around on the wrong leg. You keep the bend over the leading leg even though you're going, so if you're on the left leg, you'll have the bend to the left over the leading leg and you'll be going around on the right rein. So it has some great benefits for your horse. It is one of the best exercises you can do to help improve the quality of the canter. So it helps to straighten the horse, and it helps to sit him on his hindquarters, and it improves his balance. So there's three things that you need to watch out with the counter canter. One is that you always keep the shoulders in front of the quarters, which we will discuss later on when we are looking at the horse. The other is that you need to start gently. So when you start teaching a horse it, don't do big steep ones and then he will be more inclined to break. Breaking it back to the trot is just showing you that he's struggling and you need to take it gently and really help him. The other thing is for the more clever horse, he'll be doing flying changes, and so you really need to keep him soft and relaxed and try to keep him obedient. And remember, if he does a flying change, never reprimand him for that, because later on you will be wanting him to do flying changes.
I always like to start with a walk to canter. It really helps engage the canter and try to get him sitting on his hocks. So when you start your first introduction to your counter canter, see how I'm doing just little shallow loops. So I'm leading the horse to the right, but I'm still keeping him bent to the left. You can see how he's struggling to do that, so he goes to run. So you have to do lots of half halts just to try and get him to balance. See there, as I'm leading him to the right, keeping the bend to the left a little bit. And you see here again, he's trying to run. And I'm just trying to keep leading him to the right and teaching him that he's going to go in the opposite direction to which he's bent. So there's lots of these bracing through your centre, little squeeze with your hand, trying to soften. So I'm just riding a little half circle back to the track there. Then as I get to the track, I'm hugging him with my leg, little half halts, trying to keep him up through his shoulders, keeping him slightly bent to the outside there over his leading leg, inside leg of the bend at the girth, outside leg just hugging back. And I'm just trying to keep his neck quite straight so that it's in the centre of his shoulders. So once again, I'm just trying to make sure he's in self-carriage because he got quite strong because he's getting a little bit anxious. So I'm just doing a little half circle here back to the track. And as I get to the track there, a little half hold, try to get him to lighten, relax and balance and get into a good rhythm. And then I'm just using my right leg, my outside leg, to push him around the corners a little bit. There you go, I'm keeping him centered with his neck, slight flexion over the leading leg and just hugging him with the outside leg there. He's starting to get a lot more relaxed now, so there's not quite so many half halts. But see how, because he's only just learnt this exercise, I'm not going deep into the corners yet. That as the horse gets more established, of course, you will go deeper into those corners.
So the main thing to remember is that when you're in counter canter, your flexion will stay over the leading leg, but you will still need to hold him with your leg. So your inside leg will be at the girth, your outside leg behind, and you will just keep thinking, sit nice and level, make sure you don't start leaning into one direction, and trying to keep the horse in self-carriage. One of the real benefits of counter canter is that if a horse goes quarters in the canter, by doing counter canter, it really helps straighten them. So make sure when you're in counter canter that the horses feel like his shoulders are in front of you, not that they're here and his quarters are over. Always remember, if he feels like he's quarters in, place his shoulders in front of the quarters. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kirstin Kelly Equestrian. And if you're enjoying this content, you could become a patron and then you get to contribute to making these great videos and you get great rewards.